What's going on, everybody? Welcome to...
That's one way to start it.
Hey. Welcome to a different video format this time. I speculated doing this, but I didn't also think that the first time I would do this would be like this. But this is going to be like a little podcast type segment. What the... Sorry. I just saw a little kid running with a number like he was holding a tiki torch. But anyway, this is a little kind of podcast-like segment, and I'm going to call it... something like thoughts to the table. This is where we bring our thoughts to the table, all right? Do a little quadruple T, something like that. I don't know. Okay. But today with me, I got Trevor, and I got AJ.
What's up?
Old homies from back in the day. And yeah, we're just going to sit and talk. We're chilling at Shake Shack, getting the food. AJ kind of got cast out with his number a little bit.
Very.
I didn't even notice that.
But yeah, so anyway, let's get into the discussion. And I guess we'll just start with the first thing that kind of sparked us meeting up in the first place, right? Mm-hmm. Who sent that post in the chat, by the way? AJ sent the post in the chat. So the post was a video of a guy discussing with somebody else about he would never let or never date somebody who does what? OnlyFans. I don't think it was OnlyFans. It was like sex work. Was that what it was?
Oh yeah.
Something like that, right? Okay. Wait a second. I just realized I ordered second. How did you get food before both of us?
I got a chicken sandwich and y'all got burgers.
And priority of the order queue. Like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah. The specific question was, could you be in a relationship with somebody who has sex for a living? So
okay, yeah.
So and porn star pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's the thing, right? I've thought about this before, and there's levels to it. You know what I mean? I don't think I would be able to date somebody who like was a porn star, right? Mm-hmm. But somebody who does like OnlyFans, I feel like I still could.
Because OnlyFans, I feel like draws a different line to it. Because with OnlyFans, if it like does involve like sex and stuff, it's more than it should obviously gonna be. It should be just you and the girl. Now if she's doing that, but with like other guys, then it's like
this is the thing, right? Because not every OnlyFans person does sex stuff, right? We know that. But stupid. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah. What is this? I just ordered the lemonade. I just ordered this in the lemonade. What's this?
Just take it.
I'm so confused.
It's your blessing.
It's my blessing. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Because like, okay. I think that it's weird though, because if you started dating somebody and you've been in a relationship for a while, and then they were like, "Hey, I'm gonna start doing OnlyFans," right? And it'd be different if it was they start modeling and they do like naked stuff or something like that, and then there are people like, "Oh, we want to see you have like sex." I don't know how that works, but then they're like, "Okay," and then the sex is with you, right? But if they were already an OnlyFans person that did like sexual stuff, I don't think it's out of the ballpark to still date them, you know? Like I don't know.
I feel like if I'm gonna be to the point where I'm okay with her doing sex work or having OnlyFans or whatever, I would like to know what you're doing. I don't want to just know.
So you'd subscribe to them?
No, I mean, I'm not subscribe to that.
I want to cut.
I'm saying, show me what you like. If you with me,
exactly.
Let me know what you finna post.
Yeah.
Not saying let me subscribe so I can see what you're posting. That's you posting something I don't know. I gotta find out like everybody else. But if you're like, hey, I'm finna post. All right, what you finna post? Oh, it's just me and my bathing suit when we was at the beach that one time. All right, that's not too bad. But if it's like starting to get to the point where you doing sex for you, that's when I'm like, okay, I think you need to do that without a boyfriend. You gonna be single. But,
okay, but like if you met a girl and y'all start chatting, right? And then she tells you that she does like OnlyFans. You're not writing that off immediately, right? You're then gonna ask what kind of like stuff she posts.
Because the thing is also bridges into another thing of if they're already doing this kind of stuff prior to the relationship versus starting this after y'all are in a relationship. Because I think before, I wouldn't know. Because it's like she's already doing this, so it's not. I'm not in a position to just tell like, hey, if she's already doing this and that before, I can't just go in guns blazing and say, hey, like cut this out, stop this and that, because I'm coming to her. But if it's something that she wanted to start like after the relationship, I think as a respect thing, not only for us but for the relationship, it's something that should definitely be discussed.
Right.
Or it should be of importance.
Okay.
Like have ground rules for a relationship.
Right, like what you gonna post and what you
Yeah.
Yeah, but then once you start doing that, I think this really happens with some women, right? Once you start doing that, then that's gonna enter the area of, well, you can't tell me what to do. It's my career. Like I can post what I want, do what I want with it, right? So then at that point, it's like, then you probably should have taken the steps initially to be with them anyway, right?
I would say, well, it was nice knowing you.
It's like,
I said, you don't have to do that. Way.
you're on the trading block.
I said, you can do whatever you want. You are absolutely right. It was nice knowing you.
Yep.
You subscribing to them after?
Oh no.
Heck, no, that's such a hypocrite.
That's so hypocrite. Yeah,
How is that being a hypocrite?
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk.
I'm not
to
gonna
you,
pay
but
for to
I'm
watch
okay.
that.
Yeah.
I'd be just like everybody else. I'm not gonna do that.
Secure the PS5 before the relationship's over.
Secure the PS5.
Me or the PS5, what you doing?
Bro.
Let me be clear, right? I'm not subscribed to any OnlyFans.
None
right?
of us are. None of us are.
No.
What you looking at? What? What you mean? We got more respect than that.
Yeah, come on, we're not.
Well, no, okay. Like,
And we broke. We ain't got that kind of money.
well, this is why I say, right?
I get what you're trying to
No,
say.
no, okay, no. Here's what I'm trying to get at, right?
Okay.
Because now, I think now more than ever, our society is starting to accept open sexuality a lot more. Like, I think ever since maybe ever since like the 90s is when you kind of start seeing more and more people talk about sex openly. And like, never thought about it before, but like now I've seen I watched a video the other day. It was Sidemen, right? They did a Tinder in real life video, right? You watched it? Or
I've seen clips.
you've seen clips?
Yes.
I watched that whole video. It was, bro. For the video, most of the women that were in it were either OnlyFans models or porn stars, right? And when one of them, it was for jokes, but one of the guys was like, "I'm not gonna lie to you, to you last night," and they were like, "Oh, thank you," and I was like, "See, it sounds weird, but to them it doesn't,
Right.
because that's their profession. That's what they do.
So
Other
they get
people,
paid to do.
It
yeah."
probably wouldn't be the first time they've heard it.
I'm just saying that other
yeah.
people, like people in that position, will see like, "Yeah, that's just my job." It's the same as like a singer or an actor. Someone coming up to them and being like, "Oh, I heard your new album, or I saw your new movie. You were great." And then they go, "Oh yeah, thank you, appreciate the support." So then when it comes to like porn or sex, it's like, why is that bad to then say something like that, or like maybe want to date somebody or be with somebody like that, you know? Like, haven't like porn stars like met on set or something and then like married after? I feel like that's happened.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
for sure.
You jumped on that. Hell yeah, that's definitely happened before.
I said probably. I said maybe. I don't know.
Nah, it's because I've seen.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, it's a possibility because I mean,
You don't just hear rumor pools, bro.
Because like I've seen like stories on like Twitter and stuff about that, like actual porn stars getting married, and then it's like regular people marrying a porn star, and it's like they've talked about their views or like asking how they feel, blah 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 about that stuff.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Which
Because
is funny too, because in that video that I sent in the chat, that person asking them is also a porn star.
Okay.
And she's going around asking that person who's talking about like, oh, that they're not wifey material, or oh, I couldn't deal with that. And
yeah, and I don't agree with that stuff because I'm like, they're still people, and they can still have relationships, like normal relationships. It's just that that's what they do. That being said, though, I don't know if I could like have like a straight up relationship with one. Yeah. I'd hit one, but I don't think I could actually like do a relationship with one. Cause who was it? Mike, this guy Mike, who's like friends with Logan Paul, right? Yeah. He got hooked up with a porn star, and they hooked up, and then it turned into a relationship for like a good amount of time, and and part of me is like jealous because it's like, well, damn. But the other part of me is like, because they are still a porn star, so it's like.
But I think she kind of stopped.
Did she?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what like made it.
That's probably why
made
they're
it
together.
different.
No, I don't think they're together anymore.
No.
I don't know, cause I wasn't really like looking into the details.
Yeah,
of it.
no, I wasn't.
It's just
either.
I knew.
I didn't like look up sex tapes with them or anything. I didn't do that.
That was all specific.
He gave us the look.
I know he gave us the look.
He gave us the look.
Hey, he's been way quiet during this whole thing anyway.
Because I'm eating and I'm hungry. I ate a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's because she.
You don't even know who we're talking about either.
No.
But yeah, I think.
No.
You know who Lana Rhodes is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, he does know. He does know.
I've seen like her Instagram pop up like when you fuck. No, not like. Like yeah. Because I've seen it. Like when you go to certain people's Instagram. Yeah.
What in the recommended to follow?
Yeah. And sometimes that will pop up.
Yeah, who are you following, bro?
I was looking at King Batch, and then he had a video with Logan Paul, and then I hit on his like suggested, and then one of her names popped up, and I was like, who is that? And I'm like, oh no, I'm good.
Okay.
It wasn't like Lana Rhodes. I wasn't like, who this girl man you talking about?
He went King Batch, Logan Paul, Lana Rhodes. Ooh, wait, Mia Maka. Ooh, Riley. Ooh, he just went like.
I said nope. I know what side I'm on. Nope, I'm good. I said it's that side of Instagram. No, I'm good.
See, no, because I can think right now of like. I can think of like 3 porn stars that I'd be like, yeah, I would definitely like want to
be with,
hook up, but not like be with like in a relationship.
Yeah.
But then I can think of but then I can also think of a few like people who I've seen like they have like an OnlyFans. I don't like know them, but I know like they have. But I'm like, I would still date them. I don't know what they post, obviously. That goes back to what we all were saying before.
Yeah.
But I would still probably date him. So, what were you trying to say before I was getting on his ass?
No, I was just saying because I think Lana was either like pretty much like done with that, or she was like not doing it as much. So I think that's what made it actually work. I think once they actually put a title to him, she stopped. Because I think it was like a respect thing. Because all I remember exactly was Mike would always like make jokes about it. Her being a porn star and this and that. See, so it's like I didn't think she was actually
still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like would you... Okay, hypothetical, right?
Okay.
If you met a girl, let's say this is like... Because we're 21, we're young. Let's say this is like 4 years down the line. We're like 25, 26, whatever.
Okay.
You encounter a girl, you start talking to her, and after like a few, I don't know, maybe like a week passes, then you start talking more, and she tells you that she used to do porn, but she doesn't anymore. What are you saying?
How long?
What do you mean how?
No, like,
no,
how
all
did
you
like how long?
all
since?
you've heard is that she doesn't do it anymore. She used to do it, doesn't do it anymore.
I'd be like, okay.
What's that whole mean? The
You just vanish and be like, hey, you see that right there?
Like, did you now?
You're telling me that you wouldn't even consider?
I consider to.
I would think about it, and I'd be like, you know what? Do I really want to be with her, or am I just lonely? That's
You gotta assess your life situation.
Wow.
What you think
Okay,
about.
no, okay.
But yeah, I would.
You
I
got
would
a steady
consider-
job.
I have a steady job.
You're single. You got a
single.
steady job.
Steady job.
You haven't been in a relationship for maybe like a year, but you are mentally stable. Like you don't have any baggage lying around, and you encounter this girl, and all the same stuff applied.
I would say-
I consider it.
Okay. If she's telling me this, like we've been talking. It's not like
Yeah,
I
been
meet
talking.
her on the first date and she's like, "Hey, I used to do this."
Yeah, been talking.
Been talking. I would.
So I feel like there's no way you can meet somebody immediately and be like, "Oh, so what do you do?" "Oh, I do this, but I used to do porn." Like I don't think that works.
I mean, I don't know how I would feel because I'm not saying like if I'm dating somebody and I always tell I'm like, look, you don't need to tell me your deepest, darkest secrets right now because I just met you. You know, this is our first date. I don't need to know everything about you right now. That's the beauty in dating. You know, I figure it out as we go along. But I will say if it's something that's going to come back up, meaning other people know, and they're gonna be like, hey, Trevor, just so you know, she used to do this. Has she told you yet? I would feel some type of way because I'm like, why you ain't say that? And I'm not saying tell me as soon as we shake hands or nothing, but like, you know, I would feel some type of way, so I probably wouldn't be.
Hey,
like,
nice to meet you. I'm Ashley. I'm a porn star. Former. Bro, you don't treat it like they're infectious. What?
Chopping that hand off.
Bro, they're a person. They're not infectious. It's not like they're a zombie.
I'm like, oh, okay. Nice.
Think they don't wash their hands or something?
Just,
Bro.
oh, okay.
Hey, you know what them hands are.
Yeah, and I know that they've washed them too. They've also brushed their teeth. What do you want about?
It's still getting chopped off.
Oh my god. This makes me appear very desperate in comparison to y'all. Like
I think I think everybody got certain criteria and / standards in a way. Not saying
What are you
I'm
saying,
not trying to say. I'm not trying
What
to
are
say.
you saying?
I'm not trying to say your standards are super low. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. I'm not
He's
saying
not
that.
saying it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to be like,
oh my god.
you know, I'm just saying some people will be like, my girl gotta have this, she gotta have that, she can't be doing this, she can't be doing that. So it's like some people, it's like, I think with some guys, or just with people in general, it could be a pride thing. Like, I don't want to be with a girl that's been, how one would say, passed around. You know, and even if it's, well, it's my job. It's like, well, you still was doing that, you know. And I remember, on a personal story, it's
Oh boy.
my first girlfriend. Hey. So, no, I'm playing.
No.
We just friends. But basically, what?
I'm just waiting to see where you're going with this.
I mean, she told me, you know, back when we were still together, she had mentioned about potentially if all else fails, meaning if she doesn't go to school, she doesn't do anything, that she was going to be thought about becoming a stripper. And I remember how I didn't like that she said that. And we actually got into an argument about it. And I just kind of, and it kind of was like a pride thing. Like, I'm like, you're not going to be my girl talking about I'm going to be a stripper. You know, that's just, that I just didn't want, that to me made me feel some type of way. And so when it comes back to like the whole OnlyFans or just sex for a porn star or whatever, I think it's just kind of one of those like, well, you my girl. No, like if you want to be somebody else's girl and do that, fine. But when you with me, that's coming to a cease. You know, so. And,
I'm just saying, if they doing all of that, all the other guys are just like, dang, I want to get her, but I'm with her. You know what I mean? They don't got what I got still.
I feel like that's...
Because because they do that doesn't mean they lack, like, loyalty.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think this because I'm a virgin, and I don't really get it yet.
I mean, we all are.
Who we looking at? Who we looking at?
I said, we all are, right? Mr. Clock?
Mr. Clock. Oh my God.
Let's just stick to the question.
Okay.
Let's go to the question.
Okay. Does anybody else have another topic they want to talk about? Because I got a list.
Let's do a couple of yours real quick.
Couple of mine. Real quick. No. You go first while I pick a good one.
All right, fine. All right. Mine, I only got two. But one of my questions...
We'll pick the best one.
All right, fine. All right. My question was, what was my review of the Black Panther trailer? The Black Panther 2 trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And... yeah, Wakanda Forever. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Why do we do? We all just did the thing. I would say when with Chadwick Boseman passing away, that was really sad. That was really sad for me, because it kind of. I mean, a lot of people how it said it was. He was like our as the black community. He was like our superhero. You know what I'm saying? It inspired a lot of people in the black community, and so. And also considering that Marvel was kind of saying that he was going to lead the MCU going forward in certain aspects of the MCU in future phases. But seeing that trailer and kind of like, and it was really beautiful and it was really touching and it was also really emotional. And I know it was going to be emotional in theater for a lot of people, including myself. But I liked it, and to see how the route they're going, kind of playing into that, like, T'Challa. Now T'Challa, I would assume they're killing his character off in this movie, and they're gonna replace him. That whole thing in its own will be emotional.
I've only seen clips. I haven't watched the whole trailer yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a reaction of it. I've only seen clips of the trailer and clips from what was it, Comic-Con, and of course people's reactions to it. And I've seen many of them talk about, the spread or the increase of representation, like with the Latin community.
Yeah.
So that sounds really cool to me. And I also heard, you might have sent this to me. Yeah, and it was somebody talking about like, hey, all y'all going to the premiere, y'all better be ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, you can dress up, but you better wear some sneakers to run if somebody, because of all the mass shootings and stuff recently, possible racial attacks, stuff like that. Which I'm like, fair enough. Fair enough.
And I didn't even think about that until I saw that video, and I was like, wow, that really could happen. Because it's,
Because it happened with Joker and Batman, right?
With Joker, that was just paranoia because I don't remember any reports.
No, it happened with not the recent Batman, but
one.
Yeah.
Was it the 2008 one?
Yeah, something like
The 2008 one?
It happened with that one.
That was,
and
then
there was
like
another one in between then and now.
The Dark Knight Rises. That was the last one.
That was like 2010.
That was 2012.
2012?
Yeah.
I could have sworn there was another one like the past 5 years.
But there was Batman v Superman, but that wasn't.
Trash movie.
That was. I mean, that's not just a straight Batman movie. But. Yeah, but
Captain America Civil War is definitely not just a Captain America movie, but it's titled that.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought the trailer was really good. I don't want them to drop anything else, meaning just keep it with that trailer and leave it at that.
That's what just movies do though. Especially the superhero movies, they have to drop like a second trailer that's either longer or like slightly more revealing.
Yeah, but I don't like that because it's like I like to be surprised more when I see the movie. And with this
then
movie,
just stop looking at them.
well, they got ads and stuff. It's not just.
You can look away.
I could.
Or you can look away and turn
I've been
off
doing
the
that
volume.
now. Now I do that. I'm just saying with this trailer, I hope they just leave it at that and not reveal. Or if they do make a second trailer, don't reveal extra stuff. Kind of like keep it where it is. Maybe show like a little longer of the scenes already in this first trailer, but don't be showing like new stuff, especially if it's gonna be like revealing new characters.
Yeah,
like the new whoever's gonna be the new Black Panther in this. I would say leave that for the theater. Don't be showing that already.
I mean, people are gonna find out regardless though, because they're gonna like start trying to look up the cast, scour social
I've already
media.
seen a whole bunch of videos on TikTok about like just the cast and then people guessing where they're gonna go with it based off of like who they're talking about, who Namor is, or one of the new. I forgot her name, but she's in the Dora Milaje.
Or no,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then Ironheart too, stuff.
I feel like she was always going to be in that movie regardless. They just are giving. I mean, because she's getting her own show also.
Which show is she getting?
It's just called Ironheart. Or I think it's either just called Ironheart or she's going to be in Armor Wars. But that's the War Machine show. But she'll probably be in it too.
Quick tangent. Which is the best original Disney Plus Marvel thing that they put out since having Disney Plus?
I haven't really.
Ooh.
It's hard for me to say because I haven't really watched like
Any of them?
I've watched some, just not a whole bunch. To really,
Have you watched like a whole like season of any of them?
I've started.
The movies are kind of not in this selection because I'm saying original Disney Plus.
Yeah,
but-
like shows. What shows?
I've seen Miss Marvel, the one. What was Hawkeye?
Oh, Hawkeye.
Okay. Bro, I'm starting to sweat. I realized how much pepper is on this thing.
Yeah, I thought that was a lot of pepper.
Now I understand why they gave me this like cookie
yeah,
dough
that's probably-
shake or
That might
whatever.
have came with it. They're just like,
It wasn't on the menu.
But it's on the plate. So
They charged me extra. I'm fuming.
that would be
check
look at
the
your receipt if it said it. If not, then that's your blessing.
cookies. I see
Cookies
it
and
right-
cream. I didn't say it. Maybe she thinks I said it because of my mask.
Maybe.
I mumble a lot when I have my mask on. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But for me, right, out of the Disney Plus shows, Loki's my favorite. WandaVision is incredibly good, and it got nominated for so many awards for acting and for other stuff. But I like Loki better, just because, like, I don't know, for the story and just for the story alone, I put it above WandaVision. WandaVision is incredibly done, like cinematically, and I kind of like geeked out throughout most of the show. But yeah, Loki for me trumps that one.
I would say. So I'm trying to think. What was I the most excited to watch on Wednesdays? Like, what was I like? Oh yeah, new episode. Let's go.
For me, it's still like if it's that ruling, it's still Loki. Like
Still
I would
Loki.
literally be like. We were holding out because we were doing reactions to it at the time.
Yeah.
Go watch those videos.
Quick plug.
Plug. But as soon as they would come out, my coworkers would literally be just texting or calling me like, "Dude, have you seen it?" I'm like, "Shut up! I haven't watched it yet."
I don't want to. Yes, I would say WandaVision was good, and I was hyped to watch it. But I'm gonna say,
If you say one show, I know you're lying.
if I say just one show,
If you say one particular show, I know you're lying.
okay. Like, wait, okay.
You've got to think.
I'm like, okay, what show did I tell you about? I'm gonna say the show that I was the most hyped about watching, like, oh my gosh, definitely Loki. But I'm gonna say right behind it is Moon Knight.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't.
What show did you think I was gonna
the first
say?
episode.
No, I didn't think you would say it. I just said if you were gonna say it, I would have fought you.
What show?
Captain America: Winter Soldier. Or that's Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh no, that was not hyped to watch. I mean, I was, but I wasn't.
I saw like one episode, and that was just.
That was more like I'm gonna watch and see what happens, not like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for this. It was kind of one of those like I'm watching just because.
I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah, no, Loki, I was like, heck yeah, and Moon Knight, I'm like, it's about time, you know.
With all your Lizzo references, bro.
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting for this one. It's about damn time.
I didn't even notice. In a minute, I'm gonna watch the next episode. But I will say, Miss Marvel was also good, but I was not hyped to watch that.
Yeah,
I just saw it because everybody was talking about it, so I'm like, all right, let me see what's up. Because I don't really care to watch Miss Marvel. Not to like say anything bad about the characters or the actors in it. I just wasn't hyped because I didn't know much about her character. But I'm like, all right, let me give it a little watch.
I think for me with that show, what also like the hype was playing the actual Avengers game.
Oh yeah,
that was literally
that might be
what the show is. So
yeah,
it's like I've been in
the game is just Miss Marvel.
Well, she's like the main
character.
character.
Oh yeah, okay.
She's like the main character.
I didn't watch any of the gameplay because I was like, it's kind of weak.
Yeah,
I thought the game was kind of weak.
I mean, it was,
but I haven't like thought about it forever, so like I didn't even.
I just watched the gameplay and I was like, okay.
I had played the game not through and through, but like enough to really play it, and then Miss Marvel comes out and I watched the first few episodes and I'm like, man, this shit is really the exact same as the game. So it's like
they just changed her kind of powers in the show.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Marvel isn't the girl that's in Multiverse of Madness.
No, that's American.
That's a different. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't. It's not like disrespect to the show. I just wasn't very. I still haven't watched Moon Knight, Hawkeye, Miss Marvel, or what's it called? There's another one in there that I haven't watched yet, and like I find it weird that I'm like I don't want to watch that, but I'm still willing to watch this High School musical series thing, even though it's way worse in quality in comparison.
I have not touched that at all.
I'm not.
I don't know why I'm like, I'll still watch that one like on a weekly basis, but these other ones, meh. Like, I don't know. I feel like once we got out of Phase 4, I kind of fell off of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't really know why. Maybe it's just because I got used to the actors, and now that they're all like, their characters are either dead or old, it's like, all right.
I think also it's like a lot of the movies, because now that is done, a lot of movies is kind of like out there, like standalone. It's not like a connection.
Yeah.
The same way it was with Phase 4 and everything.
Right.
Cause like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness was a great movie. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I didn't really feel.
It didn't really like get you like like it should have. Like,
like the only hero that's getting me right now is Spider-Man. Like that's the only one. Doctor Strange is very close though, and it's because of just how well they do that movie, like that franchise at least. But literally, Spider-Man is like the only one that gets me like mega hype.
Yeah.
Because Thor trailer comes out, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
You saw that? You both have seen it then. I haven't seen it.
I told him, I was like,
you saw it. What does that mean?
Bootleg it?
No, I like fell asleep like for like a little bit.
Dang,
Bro, I went after work, so I was at work for like 12 hours. So I will show you.
He was like, I went to work and I was just like, yeah.
I will show you my paycheck. I will.
He said the movie was boring and he fell asleep. But I told Isaiah, I said, it's not a bad movie. It's not like that movie was trash. I told him that it's one of those movies where it's like, I could have watched this at home.
See, but Nope isn't a bad movie.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You rate that higher than Love and Thunder, though, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Like, that alone, I don't know why. Just like seeing the trailer for Love and Thunder is like, I don't really want to watch this. But Nope, even if it's not what I expected it to be, it's still like, you still want to go to the theater to watch this.
Yeah.
And unless you have a home theater at home, you probably won't want to experience it that way. But if you're black, you're still going to get scared. So, you know, they're like, you sent me those monkey explanation.
Oh,
things.
yeah.
It's a whole thing.
You gotta watch the video.
How long have we been talking for? 36. AJ, you got anything? No?
No.
Okay, I'll bring up one thing, and then we can just, like, wrap it up. Alright. I hate this one trend, okay?
Alright.
Oh, boy.
She's a 10, but
Oh my
she's...
God.
Yeah, I hate that trend with
That's
a
so
passion.
dumb.
I hate it
It's
so
so
much.
dumb.
Because, like, they're saying, like, hey, you're saying that she's a 10, like, her attractiveness is a 10. But this thing about her personality or her character, that brings her attractiveness down. It's like, well, then what was the point of the scale in the first place?
Right.
Your scale has to be adjusted for both. Otherwise, you keep them both separate. But I hate the trend so much because none of them make any sense. Like, and I feel like Ava Max is to blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even question it. You're just like, yeah. You don't even get what I mean by that, do you?
What? What?
No. Okay. No. You remember that song, Sweet But Psycho? Oh, she's sweet but a psycho.
yeah.
See,
yeah.
the whole lyric is literally that trend. It's literally saying, she's sweet, but she's a psycho. And then people are like, hey, she's this, but she's also this. And it's like, shut the fuck up. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't like that. I mean,
It got
I don't.
it was kind of funny at first.
Yeah,
like,
at first.
But then it's like, I feel like people started taking.
That was taking a little far. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're saying like stupid stuff like they're a 10, but whenever they go to the bathroom, they just yell out, "Ah!" And it's like, what? That makes no sense.
First off, who is doing that?
Exactly. Nobody.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Right. Yeah, I don't like that type of stuff. Like, first off, you a 10 in my eyes. If I see, if I see a girl, I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna be, dang, she bad, but she snores. You know what I'm saying? we can find some middle.
You just gonna have to elevate that.
See, because then
Yeah.
then it's like people are gonna argue like, well, yeah, that's the point. They say that, and then you're like, oh, but she's still like a 10 in my heart, and it's like, shut up. Like, nobody doing this trend is looking for you to do that. They're looking for you to be like 10, but so and so, and then 1. And the ones that, like, the guy ones are dumb, but the girl ones are just like, I don't get because I don't understand women.
Yeah.
Like, the way that they be delivering some of them is like, they're a 10, but he doesn't clip his toenails regularly. He's a 0. And I'm like, what? Why'd you like...
He was like, I see it. Like, I mean, in a growing up, raised by women, I would say I get that. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a little exaggerated because it's like every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like toenails don't grow back.
I'm not
fast.
saying that like the way women perceive men is stupid because I know that's like they're just completely different than how guys operate.
Yeah,
We're animals, but like
you said we animal. I'm like,
but like I'm just saying it's the way that the trend goes about it.
Yeah.
Dumb. I've heard like remix songs and I'm like, okay, the beats are kind of fire, but the trend itself, stupid. I think it needs to die.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really annoying.
Yeah. We all kind of do. I mean, I don't really pay attention to the trend, so I'm just like.
It's not like I went looking for it either. It's just one of those that like, because I spend time on TikTok, it just pops up, and I'm like,
I just keep scrolling, so I'm like,
I don't know.
I haven't seen it much lately. All I see is that.
Oh yeah, see
that one.
Oh, okay.
I did that with some friends.
Recently?
No, it was like back in June when I was back home.
I thought that was a recent thing.
I mean, it's just.
Just because to be honest, there are a lot of she's a 10 trend. That's one of those like. It's kind of one of those questions that like people just ask on the regular, but now everybody's doing it, so it's a trend. And then it's different from these song and dance ones, right?
Yeah.
And that one is bad.
Yeah.
Little whatever they do, that one's bad. But there are old ones that I still remember that I'm like, even Vine days, I'm like, these are still fire.
Yeah.
To the point where if you were at like a party and somebody plays the song, people all do that. Not just like Millie rocks though. I just mean like the whole thing. Like
the Juju?
what's it called? Yeah, Juju on that beat, all that stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
I used to know the Renegade like.
Oh, the original one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it like?
Yeah.
Like something weird like that.
Yeah.
Didn't that girl like perform at an NBA game or something?
But then, you know, the D'Amelio sisters and Addison Rae had to come in and just, you know.
Yeah. White people gentrifying.
Yeah. There is that on TikTok. A lot of that on
Bro,
TikTok.
come on, man. Like, no major disrespect here, but what do Addison... You don't even have a sports car, my guy. Okay. People like Bryce Hall, Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio, what are they like got? Like, what's their talent really? Because I'm like, I don't know if does Addison Rae do music? I don't know. I feel like she can't really sing or act. Yeah, she has a movie, and I'm pretty sure it's been in a music video for a song.
Yeah.
Charlie D'Amelio, I know she actually is a dancer because I've seen her dance videos. Bryce Hall, I feel like he's just a rich white guy. Doesn't do anything.
Well, there you go. Rich and white.
That's what I'm saying, though. He was rich and white because of his parents, and then he got famous because of their richness on him, and then he's just rich again, and it's like, why do we keep feeding this? Like, he doesn't do anything. I don't even follow him. I just feel like he doesn't do anything. Nothing that's like
Nothing that
stands out in like a cool or like impactful way. That's the word.
I think one thing that I also had a problem with on the side note is that the D'Amelio sisters got, or was it both of them or one of them got that Dunkin' drink named after them.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that.
Yeah.
Personally.
See, at least somebody like Ninja, who may not be the best at the game, but he was still really good at Fortnite and stuff like that. Like, you know, did something like that, and then it takes money, and then I think he at least like tries to give back to charity or like other stuff. I don't know
or
if
Mr. Beast too.
Mr. Beast too. Like, he invests all his money he makes back into his projects and to charities.
Yeah.
That's all he does. And to me, it just seems like the rest of these TikTokers don't do that. And it's annoying. Like, that's the main reason I wanted, as a kid, that's the main reason I wanted to get famous and have money.
Right.
Was so that, it was also to be like an NBA star, because I love the game basketball. But I wanted to get rich and famous so that I could then take the money I have and, you know, give it back to people closest to me that put me on, and then help invest that into the rest of the world and do that. But it seems like greed is just still that big of an issue that it's just not helping anybody.
Right. Because I think it's, when it comes to money, it's like the more you have, the more you want. And so, you know, you want to buy stuff you always like, oh, I've always wanted to buy this, and then you buy it, and then you want more expensive things, and so now you're just blowing money. And, you know, I don't really follow those types of people. Most of the people I follow on TikTok are people that look like me, you know, the black creators. That's who I'd be following. I mean, yeah, you know, put the fist up, you know what I'm saying? Put it up. But, and I don't like that some of them have to be on their videos. I'll see their videos and they're like, oh yeah, my last video got taken down for like bullying or whatever, and it's like, really? Okay, because they roasted somebody, so they bullied. I'm like, all right,
they don't understand black culture.
Yeah, so it's like,
reminds me of another thing that I saw recently. I don't know if y'all seen the video with PewDiePie mocking that.
Probably not.
That.
yeah,
it was this.
Doesn't he live in Japan?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he moved to Japan.
probably did. I mean, I don't follow.
It's just.
I would do that.
I mean, Japan, nice.
I don't know the video though.
But it was this. Why can't I spell it?
See, I'm trying to like get better about who I follow, because I realized that a bunch of accounts I just followed back in the day and stuff like.
It's like.
I pull up and I roll my window down, and this lady when I.
No,
listen to this. It's like she has your crazy nails, man.
So anyway, what I did was, I went outside, and then I peed, and then I pooped a little bit as well, and it was crazy. Sorry, am I nails distracting you guys?
What?
They're saying like he's mimicking
The black one.
With a dog.
Yeah. And it's like
I hate cancel culture, bro.
Making fun of her nails. And I'm trying to find his apology thing because he claims that he like didn't.
You know,
Bro,
deaf or some
cancel
shit.
culture is so dumb, bro.
It is.
Like, they really thought that he was intending to make fun of all those specific things when he did that.
Yeah.
Literally, if this was 2008, nobody would have said anything.
No.
But because of just the age we live in, cancel culture has to do that. It's so dumb.
Right.
Like, I heard on another podcast, like Lizzo had a lyric.
Oh yeah.
And she said like spaz in it.
Yeah.
And people were like, you can't say that anymore. So she had to apologize and then rewrite and re-release the song.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I forgot. Kevin Hart was supposed to host.
Oh yeah.
something.
That's
The
right.
Oscars.
Yeah.
It was
Oscars.
something from like
His 2009
decades
special.
ago.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, man. This makes me think about Will Smith again, and I'm like, look, I understand what the Academy did,
Right.
like the Oscars committee and the Academy, like what they're doing, like, because you can't really just do that.
Yeah.
But the way everybody on social media just ripped into
It was
him, I'm like, bro,
They called it the slap across the world. Or
bro,
whatever.
like, slap her across the world.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he deserved all of that, and neither did Jada. Like, I'm not saying that what they did was right.
he said, no, let's talk about Will. We're not talking about her.
no, just what like people did to Jada, you know what I mean?
Aftermath.
I'm not talking about what Will and like Jada Smith did. Like, no,
Not
like,
before
I'm just
Oscars,
saying like
after Oscars.
after Oscars and just the way people like ripped into him and trying to cancel him. I'm like, yo, that was unnecessary. Also,
And
like,
then-
why? I'm just like, why? Like, why did they feel the need to do that? It just doesn't make
It's
sense.
fuel to the already dimming fire because people was already ripping into Will and Jada since forever.
since time. So then I'm like, they were like, oh, this is the last drop in the bucket.
Or it's just more. You add. Thank you for that more fuel to the fire. Now we got more energy to talk about a bunch of stuff. And like here was my thing about the Will Smith Chris Rock.
You gonna go next?
You gonna go next? Here was my thing. I was shocked because I mean, first off, nobody was watching the Oscars. Let's all be real. What nobody was watching that until it said Will Smith smacked Chris. I didn't even know the Oscars was on until I saw it on it. So I was like, huh? What do you mean Will? So I thought it was a joke at first.
Yeah.
Then I watched the actual video and I'm like, oh, he's serious. So then when I saw the aftermath of it, how fast people can react to that and make memes and all that stuff, you know, I always said there's nothing wrong with defending the person you love, but there's also a time and place for everything. And again, live television, a professional, dare I say, white audience / stage. So now you can see it as, well, now you're making black people look bad because there is a bias of, well, black people act a certain way.
Yeah.
So now you just walked up on stage and smacked somebody in the face. So now they all like, well, that's how black people are, you know. So now there's different things. So it's like, yeah, that's how. So it's one of those, like, it's one spark to start a whole bunch of stuff. So now it's just a bunch of people are chiming in on it, and you know, a lot of people just don't care. So now they're gonna say whatever they want now because it's like, okay, well, if Will Smith can just walk up on stage and then win the Oscar right after, you know.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate. Like, I don't give, you know, nothing. Like, smack somebody, then got an Academy Award for it. Well, not for that, but just got an Academy Award.
Got an award for smacking him.
He's like,
the
yeah.
award for the best slap.
Oh my god! Bro.
But you know, time and place for
goes to
everything.
Denzel
You know.
Washington.
I know, right? But it's just, yeah, it's kind of one of those. I wasn't dragging nobody. I mean, I wasn't like, oh yeah, Will Smith's a terrible person or Jada's a terrible. You know, I wasn't doing none of that. It's just, but you also look at different sides. What would I say? My bad.
No.
I'm
It was something else.
Oh, I thought I was like, my bad. I'll let you go because you wanted to speak first on my bad.
Like 10 minutes ago.
I know. I cut you off. My bad.
But I think, to bridge off what he said as well, I also thought it was a joke at first. I thought like the sound effect I thought that was like a ha
yeah.
moment because he's talking about his wife, and you know how you just said they're always talking about Will and Jada,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, that
real.
didn't seem like it was on script.
Yeah.
Or anything. And then I was watching like people's reactions, like, yeah, this definitely isn't
I
real.
don't
But then
think
it was
I've
like,
seen a Will Smith post on TikTok since that night.
I mean, he's kind of been like missing it. Him and Jada have been kind of missing in action since that night.
I think too, it's like a lot of the people like really drag their reactions to, because it was, I get what it was and the setting that it was in, but for it to still be brought up months afterwards is like doing too, like it really should have probably been the headlines maybe a week or two at max, and then it should have been thought about. But now people are like, oh, like the slap just caused me so much stress. I want attention, this and that. And then people were like bringing up some joke. I forgot what it was. It was so long ago. It was some joke that what's her name? Amy Schumer wanted to say. That was like pretty fucked up, but nobody was bringing attention to it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then on top of them trying to take the Oscar that he rightfully won.
Yeah, like you
because
can't
of
do
it,
that.
it's like,
you can't do that.
it's a
Yeah,
lot.
I mean, I think that would have been even worse if they. I mean, a lot of people would have been like, "Yeah, that's what's up. Like, take his Oscar away," because
That's literally the equivalent of being like, hey, LeBron James won the championship in the bubble, and then he went home and apparently abused his son. Now take his championship away.
They're just gonna put an asterisk on it.
I mean,
That's what they already trying to do.
I mean, God, that.
They're doing that to Curry.
Yeah.
They're doing that to Curry and the Warriors because they're like, they didn't play LeBron, and it's like, so what? They still beat
won.
everybody.
I mean, they still won. So.
Oh God. Yeah. They put an asterisk on the name, like as if you were dating an ex-porn star. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, I think that's a good place to end it. It came full circle.
Exactly.
It did.
It was a
That
reach.
is
It was
how
a
you-
reach, but I was getting
And
there.
that is how you go
I
all
was
the way
getting
around
there.
circle.
Oh my God, we're still recording? Yeah, my laptop almost dead. All right.
Oh yeah, the new.
Oh, yeah, we
Oh my God. All right. Thank you guys for watching this podcast. It was longer than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Yeah, comment down below other topics you want us to talk about. Not your opinions. I don't want to read those. Just topics that we can talk about.
Wait, you said that? Well, goddamn.
You didn't click on this podcast, so we would hear your opinion. Just ask.
I'm like, well, goddamn.
I'm joking.
He
I'm
said, I
joking.
don't read
People are going
those.
to comment whatever they want anyway. It don't
Right,
even matter.
true.
I'm pretty sure I got a comment one time when I did like a freestyle video like a year and a half ago, and they were just like, trash. I was just like, okay.
I still got. You still muted.
I know you
Still
still
muted,
muted,
though.
so.
But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel and all my other channels, links in the description down below. Link to my Patreon also in the description down below. That's where you get early access to stuff and exclusive content like behind the scenes and extra uncuts, stuff like that. I'm gonna tag these guys in the description down below as well. Y'all fine with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, click the little notification bell so you get notified of future uploads as well. Ugh. I was trying to get through it without burping. That just did not work. But yeah, any final thoughts? Anything?
I definitely had fun first time doing the podcast.
So this was fun to be have us, all come back.
What?
Well, I haven't seen AJ in a while, so it was
Fun
good.
to be all have us. We
I know. You ever had those drinks that
You remember when?
It was good to have us all back here, all three of us, because it's been
together.
Yeah.
I haven't seen these two in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was fun. I had a good time and more topics to discuss on the next one.
Yeah. If you're saying also that you have so much time that you can just work out and do stuff, we should play some games too. Stuff like that. Other than Fortnite, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, dang. I said yes.
Like for real, like nah.
I said yes.
All right.
If I even see Fortnite in the message, I am leaving.
Oh my god. All right. But yeah, that's all we got. So thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys in another video.
Peace.
Peace.